Hey guys, Triple Cherry here with Body and Soul Fitness. Rapid fat loss now when you've tried everything else. And today's rapid fat loss tip is going to be all about tracking your foods. Okay, tracking your foods has actually statistically been shown to give you 75% better results than when you're not tracking your foods. And it makes complete sense because the thing is that a lot of times when we're not tracking our foods, we're going to think that we were much better than we were. We were going to not remember those times where maybe we decided to grab this or we decided to grab that, or even in the times that we maybe missed a meal, and we're not really counting that as a bad thing, when the whole essence is that when you miss a meal, it's almost just as bad as say having the wrong food choices, because the thing is it actually puts your body into starvation mode, shuts down your metabolic system, and your body starts to actually eat away at muscle to get the energy that it needs at that particular time and goes into fat storage mode. So all these different things when you're tracking your foods become evident. That way when you're actually looking back at your week, you can say, man, maybe I didn't get results this week. What's going on? I can't tell any difference in my body. I swear I've been good. Look back at your tracking sheet and you may find a couple instances that may surprise you. But then at the same time, when you actually recognize those, it'll give you kind of more of like I understand now. Okay, now what you can do is actually look at those particular instances. Look at those instances where you fell off, let's just say, where you weren't expecting to. And really go back to those and connect to them and say, okay, well, what was the reason why I fell off at this particular moment? Why did I lose track of my goals at this particular moment? Was it something emotional? Was it something stressful that came into play? Okay, when you identify those particular things, start thinking about different substitutes, because there's some kind of benefit that we just got, say by choosing a food that was not in line with our goals. We said, okay, forget it, I'm just going to eat this and I'm going to go for it. There was some kind of reason and some kind of fix we were trying to get from that. Think about that fix that you were actually trying to get, and then let's think about some other activities that we can actually do to substitute for the food that is going to give us the same feeling, the same emotional feeling of that fix we got from the food. And we substitute it with that. Okay, so it's a way that we can actually go back and problem solve by looking and seeing where we actually flawed, okay, and trying to actually find a better resolution for that particular mode so it doesn't really happen again. So we continue our progress at a much quicker pace. That's the beauty of tracking. Now, it doesn't have to be anything ridiculous in terms of tracking, in terms of a half a cup of this or a cup of that or 3 ounces of this. Basically just going by our plate method that we're actually really pushing here, and that's going to be roughly, in general terms, talking about a typical plate being roughly 60% fruits and vegetables, all right, and then roughly 40%, there's a bee in the room here, roughly 40% protein. All right, and then as you're actually going meal 1 through 6, you can literally just label like that, meal 1 through 6, all right, and write down, I had a piece of chicken, I had 1 apple, and I had a serving of broccoli, whatever it may be, all right, and that's how generally you can actually keep this as you're going through, because it'll definitely stand out the areas where you were really flawed there. Okay, so again, tracking your food will give you 75%, or you're more likely to get 75% better results by tracking your food than if you're not tracking your food. Because again, our mind plays tricks on us, and it won't a lot of times let us see what was really there. All right, so that's all I got for today, you guys. Triple Cherry here with Body and Soul Fitness. Have an awesome and inspired day.